So the original God of War trilogy is getting a remake, and I couldn't be happier. And I think this is good for God of War fans that have only played God of War and God of War Ragnarok, because you're going to be able to experience Kratos in a different light, I want to say. Kratos in the older games acts like a completely different person compared to, like, the newer games. You know, there's aspects of that trait there in the newer games, but in the older games, like, he is ruthless. These games play, like, differently compared to the newer games. I only played God of War 1 and 2 last year. I'm still yet to play number 3, but I know it plays the same as those two. These older games play more like your traditional hack and slash, I want to say. And I'm interested to see if they actually bring over, like, the aspects of what the newer God of Wars have, like how they play in those sort of games, if they're going to actually implement those into the older games, or keep them as they were to, like, the more hack and slash more style. I think either way I would be happy, but I would probably like them to stick with the original style, just add a few bits here and there. God of War 1 and 2 are still very playable to this day, but they really are dated with some of their mechanics. Like, number 1 is very lackluster, I want to say, compared to number 2. Number 2 is kind of like number 1, and it just adds stuff onto it. And I want to see if they actually drag out more of the story in these games as well, because number 1 isn't really that much story based. It is, but compared to like number 2, which has a lot of more like lore and everything in it, number 1 is just basically you're going after this one guy kind of, and there's boss fights here and there, and there's just a lot of puzzles. Compared to number 2, where there's like something happening every 2 minutes. And yet to comment on number 3, because I said I need to play that game still, but I am interested to see what they're going to actually do with these games, and if they're going to make them like the newer games or keep them as they were, but expand on it a little bit more. But what would you prefer?